Salut, comment vas-tu? Je vais bien, et toi? Hihi. Tom Leeb is singing the song You Are the Best in Me. He could be singing to a taco, for all I know. In any case, should we talk about the song and review it? Let's
Let's do
do
this.
this! I just want to start with a reading. You are the best in me. You're making it all complete. You are the best in me. Honestly, this sounds like something a third grader wrote to his mother. Also, it doesn't necessarily make that much sense. I constantly think he's singing about food or a tongue compressor or anything else that you can stick inside of yourself. It's just not doing anything for me. It feels like it's from another era. The era the Eiffel Tower was built. It's just so dated.
You are, you are, you are, you are the best in me. You're making it all complete. You are, you are, you are. In every breath I breathe, forever eternally.
I was really disappointed because Tom Leeb is a very emotive singer. He's so emotional. He has great presence. He's got a great look. He's very steely. The eyes. But then this song, I'm sorry, you could give this to Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and even they would feel flat. There's just no fire here. It's like a combination of dry pasta, dry rice, and water. Do you know what I mean? There's just no flavor. Where is the salt? Where is the pepper? Où est le sel? Okay, there is just nothing about this besides Tom that appeals to me. This was written by some Eurovision greats. Love them. Love their other music. Oh my goodness, John Lundvik, yes, I move for you. You can move mountains, honey. But this song, it just feels like a Hallmark Christmas card or a Lifetime made-for-TV movie. You can predict the script before even finishing it. I think they spent all of their budget on renting the Eiffel Tower and having it illuminate when he hit the climax of his song at the reveal. I just don't know what the thought process was here. I think this is France's worst entry since I've been a fan of Eurovision. Robin.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. When Tom was announced as the French artist, I was really excited. I went through and watched some of his comedy clips and his solo music, and it's like, okay, this guy is handsome, he's charismatic, he's a good performer, he's got this nice kind of smoky folk pop voice. I was expecting the song to be along those lines, a sort of an Ed Sheeran guitar singer-songwriter vibe. The song, it just completely doesn't fit with him. There was talk of a revamp. They were saying they were going to make a new version that was a bit more of a folkier sound and less of that big orchestral feeling. But that might have worked. That might have been better suited. I'm not sure if we'll ever hear that now.
You are the best in me. Au fond de moi j'ai compris. You are, you are, you are. Et tout ce qu'on s'est jamais dit revient me hanter jour et nuit. You are, you are, you are. You are the best in me.
Yeah, it's a John Lundvik song, but John Lundvik isn't quite the golden touch. Sometimes he gets it right, like his song last year. Other times he does go for these very sort of sentimental ballads. And yeah, it is an old-fashioned sound. It's not, even though the lyrics are French, it doesn't have a strong French feel to it. Honestly, I would rather see Twin Twin return with a song called Beard or something rather than this, what we're getting this year from Tom Leeb.
Okay, firstly, Twintin is one of my favourite Eurovision entries of all time. Secondly, do you know what? It is very cheesy. It is very Swedish. But I don't mind it, you know. It is epic, you know. It is a timeless melody. Like, Thomas Gison does know how to write a song. And, you know, it builds. It's got, I think it's got 2 key changes, maybe. It's very Norway 2010, you know, heartfelt ballad. The truth is, when he performs the acoustic version, yes, it does touch me more. it does feel more authentic, and I do think that is the path that he should take with his future music, if that's in Eurovision or not. But you know what? This is the big ballad, the big Eurovision ballad. You need one every year, and it ticks that box. I don't hate it. I think it's epic. I think he is very likable, and he's got a beautiful voice. You know, it's trash, but it's enjoyable trash. And, you know, I am going to penalise France for that, but I don't hate it.
Well, that's an endorsement. Debin.
You know, music is very subjective and can be divisive. And, you know, this is a typical example of a song that you and Robin don't respond to. But actually, I think it's one of France's strongest efforts. So, you know, Destination Eurovision was cancelled. I think that upset a lot of fans, and Tom Leeb was not a particularly well-known star in the music world. I think for comedy, the stuff that he did, he was kind of well-known with Kevin Levi, but he, you know, not for music. I'm going to keep this simple. Peter Bostrom, Thomas Gieson, Amir Haddad, John Lundvik have composed this. And they've kept it simple. You are the best in me. The message of love is universal, and they are committed to that message. This is not about packing it out with lyrics that are so dense. As a matter of fact, this has the best and the most seamless transition from another language into English of songs that I've heard in a number of years. I think this is beautiful. Tom is very charismatic. He looks amazing. I mean, he's a sight for sore eyes. He's just absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. But hold your horses, because this is not about lusting after a performer. I have listened to this on Spotify numerous times without seeing him or kind of tapping into the YouTube video. And you know what? You talk about the Eiffel Tower. It is French. It is undeniably, unmistakably French. Bring it in. Of course, it's a competition. You pack everything you want. You know, you pack everything that can elevate your performance in it. And I think that staging-wise, this would have really, really done well. We had a glimpse of an acoustic version at a talk show, which he performed. And that just enveloped me in such a way that, oh my God, you are the best in me. I absolutely love this. I think this is brilliant. And I think that even without France being a Big Five country, this would have advanced into the final quite easily. It's not resting on the laurels of automatic qualification. And I'm sad to see the song go. I'm really sad to see it go. And I think that they had major plans for it. And it's unfortunate that won't go ahead now. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. But
I'm saying au revoir. I'm not saying a biento. Do y'all remember way back when the NBA basketball team from the United States, a bunch of them went to the Olympics, they were expected to win gold, and they didn't. The dream team did not work out. This reminds me of the composers. You've got 4 great composers. You've got 4 great songwriters. Well, guess what? This is NBA Dream Team all over again. Another analogy for you. There were some girls I grew up with. They had a lot of money. They didn't have any taste. So they wore Gucci with Hermes, with Burberry. It looked a hot mess. Here, you've got 4 labels. Your Peter Bostrom, your John Lundvik, your Amir, and your other one, whose name of
Thomas.
There you go, Thomas Gayson. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. The reason this is so divisive is because a lot of people think it's bad. And I'm not saying that that is necessarily indicative of anything, because obviously Salvador Sobral was amazing and he had his haters. This just does not cut the moutard, the French would say. It does not cut the moutard. And I'm sorry, I can't soften this in any way. While I love Tom Leeb as a performer, I don't love him performing this. They chose this song first, and I'm sorry, they made a mistake. Now let's go around and give our scores out of 10, along with the justification, starting with Robin.
Okay, I gave it a 3.5. I actually like Tom Leeb, and I would like to see him return to represent France at Eurovision with a better song. But with The Best of Me, I honestly think, like in 2014, Twin received 2 points and came last. I think this song would have done worse, bottom of the table.
Well, for me, I will accept it's not a good song, but it is a guilty pleasure, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. You know, the melody is great. He is great. The production, it lacks. It is cheesy. It is not authentic. But it's enjoyable. I'm trashy and I liked it.
I'm giving this a 7.5. I actually think that it would have been in the top half of the league tables. I think it would have been on the left-hand side of the scoreboard. I think that in terms of creating a visual story, this song gives a lot of possibilities. I think Tom is exceptionally telegenic and he can sell the song. I think the plans they had for a much more acoustic sound would have given it life in a different way. It would have been an emotional ballad rather than, you know, sort of a string kind of setup, which it currently is. This would have done well. This would have been one of the ones where we would have been writing an article, songs you underrated prior to Eurovision, but then surprised you at Eurovision. 7.5.
In every breath I breathe, forever, eternally, my score is a 3. I just don't like this. I love Tom. I love the French delegation. I liked the Eiffel Tower in the video. But this is a big fat no, not a wiwi, a no from me. In any case, we of course are not the only Wiwi bloggers. There are dozens of them all over the world, and they have also given their scores, which Robin has been compiling and averaging. And after she worked her abacus, the overall global average for La France at Eurovision was, just scroll into the points, 4.18. Truly abysmal, one of our lowest of the year, definitely.
Yeah, I think maybe it is a sign that in a country as big as France, national selection is the way to go, and you can't count on a few people in the office at the main TV station to choose the song that's going to represent the whole country.
And I think that sentiment, you know, echoes with people who cast votes. You know, this is a reaction to not having Destination Eurovision 2020. This is not about this particular song and the particular performer or the particular act. I think it cuts a lot deeper.
Looking for excuses. Ultimately, it's a bad song. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Could France have escaped the bottom of the grand final? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos.
Don't forget to give us a like down there.
Yeah, and we are on multiple social media platforms, and so is Tom Leeb, as it happens. His Instagram is on fire, so please make sure you check that out.
And we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.